The veteran team from UT Chattanooga travels to Knoxville to face the 14th ranked Volunteers. It's the Mocs and the Vols coming up next. From Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville, Tennessee, the basketball season is underway as the Chattanooga Mocs take on the Tennessee Volunteers. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Rocky Top. I'm Randy Smith along with Bill Justice. Tennessee is not opening with a cream puff, are they? They're opening with a very, very good basketball team in Chattanooga.
This will be a great challenge. They played Tennessee tough in Chattanooga last year.
And, of course, in 05, the Mocs came into Thompson Bowling and beat the Volunteers. Let's take a look at a couple of players to keep our eye on. The Mocs have a great guard.
Tyler Smith comes back the leader in every category: points, rebounds, assists, steals. Both of these guys are preseason players of the year in their conference and the leaders of their team.
And we'll be back to check the starting lineups and tip it up for you as the Mocs take on the Vols. Coming up next. Let's look at the starting lineups for tonight's game as we get set for the opening of the 2008-2009 season, the 100th season for Tennessee basketball. The Mocs have 5 seniors: Kevin Goffney, Nakia Stokes, Khalil Hartwell, Stefan McDowell, and Kieron Shear. None of the 5 for the Volunteers, Bill Justice, are seniors. Juniors: Tyler Smith, Wayne Chisholm up front, Bobby Mays in the backcourt, along with true freshman Ronaldo Woolridge and Scotty Hobson. There's Coach John Schulman in his 5th season as the head coach of the Mocs. And Coach Bruce Pearl starting his 4th year as the head coach of the Vols. 77-24, and Bill, if the Vols win tonight, it'll be their 33rd straight win here at Thompson Bowling Arena. That will tie the school record for most consecutive home court wins.
That's correct, from the 67-68 team.
And the Vols control the opening tip. We're underway.
UTC in a man-to-man defense.
Bobby Mays running the point now as the Vols are very short at depth at that position. Tyler Smith works it away down the lane, running. Works it away down the lane, running. One-hander no good, but a blocking foul against Chattanooga.
Tyler Smith known for being a player who can create his own shots, and that was his strength last year. Look for him to improve his mid-range jump shot this year. That's a real key to the overall performance for him.
Goffney is charged with a personal foul. Tyler Smith at the free throw line. And he misses the first shot. He'll get another. Pretty good crowd in here. In fact, the game technically was sold out, and I don't see any empty seats anywhere.
You know, where the Lady Vols played earlier today, and a lot of those people shuffled home and came back. So, yeah, it's a great opening night.
1-0 Tennessee as Tyler Smith hits the free throw. Vols go for the steal, don't get it.
Tennessee will play that tough half-court man-to-man defense after their full-court pressure does not pay off and they fade back into it.
And a travel. Kevin Goffney fell, sprained an ankle. He's limping back up the floor, and they're going to make sure he's okay, I think. Give him a second to shake it off and see if he can go. Ty Patterson, the 6'6" junior from Anderson, South Carolina, into the Mocs lineup. And a foul against Stefan McDowell. Quickly, we are less than a minute into the game, and already 2 personal fouls on the Mocs. That is not good.
Early on, UT Chattanooga challenging Tennessee from the perimeter, and we think going into the season that's a big question for Tennessee, is how well they'll shoot it from the perimeter. They lost 2 of the greatest three-point shooters in SEC history.
Hobson puts it on the floor, one-hander up and off, no good. Rebounded by Tyler Smith. Smith falls away, misses, and the rebound comes down to Nakia Stokes, and he traveled with it, carried it, palmed it, whatever.
He picked up his dribble. He wanted to make the pass, and Tennessee, Tyler Smith was in his passing lane, so he just put the ball back on the floor, and he got caught.
We played almost a minute. The Mocs have 2 personal fouls and have not taken a shot. They've turned it over twice. Your officials tonight's game: veteran Ted Valentine, Everett Summers, and Roger Ayers. Give and go, knocked away by Dokes, saved by Smith. Saved out near midcourt by Chisholm, and it's off his foot. First turnover for the Vols in the game, so the Mocs get it back with 19:03 to go in the first half.
And the first minute, Randy Smith, about what you might expect for the first game of the year. There's a little bit of rush to get off. It's the first game before a crowd and a lot of turnovers, and they'll settle down and get into the flow of the game.
Mocs with the basketball. Dokes pulled out away from the basket, guarded by Tyler Smith. All the way in. Dokes missed it, but he is fouled. And he should draw 2 shots. And the foul was on Ronaldo Woolridge. Notre Dame standout Orlando Woolridge. Played 13 years in the NBA. Pretty good pedigree.
Yeah, he was a great player. I remember him well. He was a great player in college and in the pro leagues.
Dokes misses the first free throw. He has a chance to tie it, however, if he hits the second. 18:50 to go. Tennessee with a 1-0 lead. And Dokes makes the second. So we're tied at 1 on a couple of free throws. One by Tyler Smith, one by Nikias Dokes. Tennessee whipping that ball around the horn, up and off. The shot out of the corner by Chisholm, no good. Rebounded by Dokes. Khalil Hartwell. And a foul.
It has to be developed with college experience.
Well, J.P. Prince checks in, and I don't think anybody was expecting him to play. He's been injured, and Tennessee knocks the ball loose, calls timeout on the floor, and the Mocs turn it over again. So with 18:28 to go in the first half, we've had a timeout, a lot of turnovers, and not much offense, Bill.
Yeah, like I say, it's the first game of the year. These guys will settle down. There's a lot of long, quick, athletic players on the floor at the same time here between the two teams. They got a lot of guys in that 6'5", 6'7", 6'8" range who can really move, and they take up a lot of wood, and it's going to make it hard to make slow, lazy passes, so they're going to have to pick that up. But both teams are playing hard. Both teams have got a lot of quickness. Chattanooga showed a little zone the last time down, so I think Tennessee's going to be looking at Chattanooga mixing up their defenses.
As we told you at the top of the program, the Mocs start 5 seniors. Tennessee, of course, 3 juniors, 2 freshmen. The Mocs have had 4 possessions. They've turned it over 3 times, and they've hit a free throw. They have officially still not taken a shot from the floor. So the Vols play it in now, a minute and a half into the game. Mays works it on the left to Tyler Smith, down low to Chisholm. And a steal, knocked away by the Mocs. Kieran Sheard all the way down off the one hand, no good, rebounded by Chisholm. Vols come the other way. Here's J.P. Prince. He slams it home, and Tennessee's first field goal gives them a 3-1 lead.
That's Tennessee's pace there. They want to play up and down the floor.
Well, J.P. Prince was not even expected to play, but he's back, and he emphatically.
And a big bonus too, Randy, because he can play the 1 position, 2 position, or 3 position. Good backup for the point guard position.
Dokes inside, missed the shot, but a foul. It'll be on Chisholm, and Nikias Dokes goes back to the line. 1 shot or 1 foul on Chisholm, and 2 shots for Dokes.
There we see here we see the pass down court to Prince, who didn't even get to the half court line. Tennessee got the rebound and got it down the floor before he even got back into the defensive end of the floor. That's quick.
Dokes has both Chattanooga points on free throws. It's a 3-2 game. There are the numbers for Dokes from a year ago. 14 points, 7 boards, 1.5 assists per game. Good player. He's 2 out of 3.
Good physical body too. Big, strong inside. Can play inside and outside. In fact, he's guarding outside now. He's charged with Tyler Smith.
Oh my! J.P. Prince with a slam on the alley-oop, and Tennessee has a 5-3 lead. Goffney. Khalil Hartwell. Tennessee really putting the heat on, and they double dribble. They have forced 4 turnovers in the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds of this game.
And that's Tennessee's game right there. There wasn't a full court pressure, but they pressure you in the half court. They double, they run and jump, and if they get you on that sideline extended where the out of bounds acts like a triple man, they'll double team and make it hard for you to get the pass out.
The Mocs have 4 turnovers, and they've made one field goal attempt. They didn't make it. They've just been able to attempt one field goal.
They just have not been able to take care of the ball well enough to get the shot out.
Hayes, quick jumper from out front, and then off, no good. Williams coming over the back, getting the rebound, and the foul will be on the Vols' Brian Williams, his first. 5-3 your score. Tennessee with an early 2-point lead over the Mocs, and Tennessee with full court pressure. Sheard running the point, dribbles between two players. Quickly up to Stephen McDowell, who's open for three. Back.
And that's what he's known for. We talked about him in the pregame. First time he's really had a look at the basket, the first time they've been able to get it to him. But out of the pressure, sometimes that happens. When you get the ball, when you split that double team, somebody's going to be open.
The Mocs have a lead, 6-5 on the three by Stephen McDowell, and the foul will be against Tennessee. And the Mocs go the other way. J.P. Prince picks up the personal foul. That is his first, and team foul number 5. Mocs with a 1-point lead, playing it in against pressure. Dokes quickly. Kieran Sheard had it stolen away, knocked away by Tyler Smith into the hands of the Vols' Cameron Tatum. Tennessee with the basketball, down by 1 early. Right side, Tyler Smith. J.P. Prince puts it on the floor, back outside to Hobson. Hobson in the lane, a whistle, a foul before the shot. And it will be against the Mocs. The foul is on Khalil Hartwell, number 44. It will be his first. It's also the third team foul on Chattanooga this half.
Cameron Tatum going to the line. Cameron Tatum is one of the guys, along with J.P. Prince, Scotty Hobson, that Coach Pearl hopes will take up some of that perimeter shooting that they've lost with the loss of Chris Lockett and Juwan Smith.
Tatum's first free throw ties the game. Checking in for the Mocs, freshman Jasper Williams, 6'2", from Washington, D.C. He's a really talented player.
Known to be a physical point guard. He's well built across the upper body and can take it to the basket well and guards physically. Tatum
makes a pair, and it's 7-6. The Volunteers go back on top by 1. There's the double team. They quickly get it to Dokes, up to Jasper Williams. Great low look pass to Hartwell, who dunked it, but he's fouled. And the foul was on Brian Williams, his second. And Khalil Hartwell goes to the line for the Mocs. He'll shoot 2.
So far, there's been so many attacks on the rim that when that happens, guys today are going to challenge those shots. You can see here, goes up. It looks like it was a pretty clean block from the back. Maybe he got him a little shoulder or something, but that's one of those you probably could have let go. You can tell the fans didn't like it.
That's already 16 fouls on Tennessee in the first 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Hartwell makes the first shot. It's his first points of the game, and we are tied at 7. Most of the Mocs points this game have come from the free throw line.
They haven't really had a field goal attempt that they weren't challenged on to the point of drawing a foul or making a turnover.
5 out of 6 from the line, 1 out of 2 on a 3-pointer from Stephen McDowell. And the Mocs are back up by 1. There's the 3 by J.P. Prince. He has 7 points. Tennessee went for the steal. It's out of bounds. It will belong to the Mocs. That was a 2 from Prince, who has 6.
Yeah, that line has backed up this year, and the line for the men is the orange line that's very hard to see from where we are. It's gone back to 20 feet 9 inches from 19.9, so there's 2 lines there, and the orange is the men's line.
Jasper Williams' pass intended for Dokes heads over the Tennessee bench. We have a timeout. 15:52 to go, first half. The Mocs in front by, or Tennessee in front by 1, and we'll be right back. Tennessee with a 1-point lead, and look at this crowd. The students got here about an hour and a half before the game because they only have so many seats to get in. But everybody else showed up pretty much on time, and the sellout crowd over 20,000 in here.
It's become the show. This is Tennessee basketball has become very popular since Coach Pearl's been here.
There's your average attendance. Tennessee 4th in the country, 2nd in the SEC. This is from last year. Kentucky, of course, at Rupp Arena leads everybody, followed by North Carolina, Syracuse, and then, of course, the Vols.
You just run out of seats there, Randy. It's going to be the biggest arena that has a good basketball team. It's a real tribute to Tennessee and Tennessee basketball that this place is sold out every game.
There's a good-looking freshman, Emmanuel Ngedu.
Great physical specimen. Another one of those guys who was in that great recruiting class that they've got this year. Just they're a little young and they've got to get experience.
Tennessee works it around. Here's J.P. Prince. Reverse layup good. Prince has 8 points on the game. 4 out of 4 from the floor.
Really has given them a lift, and there he is on the defensive end too. You know, last year he came in as a transfer, played well, but with that year's experience and with a little more ball handling, he could turn out to be a really fine player for Tennessee.
Mox playing it in against full court pressure. Tennessee by 3. Jasper Williams flips it into Stephen McDowell. Right side, Dokes is open. Dokes misses it. Rebounded by Ngedu. Ngedu drops it off on the left side. Bobby Mays, they go down low to Chisholm. Tennessee works it around the corner. Prince. Tatum guarded by Williams. Open out to the left. A 3 by number 3, Bobby Mays. Tennessee's on a 7-0 run. They lead it by 6, under 15 to go, and an offensive foul against Stephen McDowell, his second.
That point of contact right there is one of the points of emphasis this year, the charge block and the push-off by the offensive player when he gets too close. And you'll see where he uses the push there to his advantage, which made it impossible to defend him, and they're going to call that foul this year on the offensive player.
That's 2 fouls on McDowell. As the fouls are beginning to stack up on Chattanooga, that's 2 for him. Ngedu out front. Long 3 by Hobson is there. Tennessee's on a 9-0 run. Or 10 if that was a 3. Was that a 3? Yes, it was. And a steal. Mays just stripped the ball from Williams. The layup is there, and the Mocs are looking at an 11-point deficit in just over a minute and a half. And
a real key here has been J.P. Prince and Cameron Tatum in the play that they've brought off the bench.
Ty Patterson drops it off to Khalil Hartwell. Kieran Sheard out front, down to 14 on the shot clock, under 14 on the game clock here in the first half. Down low, Dokes fakes. Inside, nice move.
Boy, that's a beautiful move. With that power he's got, he dropped that shoulder and got it by the defensive man, and from there on, just his physicality is going to lead him to the basket. Really nice move.
5 points by Dokes. Chisholm from out front, no good. Rebounded by Ngedu, missed it. Tatum fought for. Williams had the ball, but he stepped on the inbounds line, coming out of there with it. So another turnover, and the Vols will get the ball. Tyler Smith back in for the Volunteers. 8 turnovers in the game for Chattanooga, and also checking in for the Mocs. 7'1" Jeremy Safour, a redshirt sophomore from Nashville. And Bill, he was a project when Coach Schulman got him, but he played in the Rocky Top League here in Knoxville in the summer and has developed into a pretty good player.
And a redshirt sophomore, and I followed his career a little bit in high school, and he was always one of those guys who needed to have some development. And with that time, he's slowly making himself a pretty good basketball player. One of those guys with that size, if you can teach him to just do a couple things inside, he'll be fine.
Chattanooga gets the basketball. Sheard in the corner. The three-pointer, too long. Put up by Ricky Taylor. And a foul. Away from the ball. The foul is on Kieran Sheard, the senior point guard for the Mocs. That's his first. And the Volunteers now 50% from the floor, 7 out of 14, but they hit 7 out of 8 at one stretch. Mocs 2 out of 5. And every shot Chattanooga is getting, Bill, is being contested.
And like a lot of games, Tennessee's attempts, because they force turnovers and get steals, are higher than UT Chattanooga's.
Hobson misses a three off to the side. It goes out of bounds, and the Mocs get the ball back. They're down 9 with 13:01 to go here in the first half. Coach Bruce Pearl entering his 4th season as the head coach at Tennessee. Sheared right side, it comes to Dokes. Tyler Smith is guarding Dokes. Give and go. They're trying to go to sack 4, taken away by Williams. Great feed down to Prince, who lays it in.
Great job by Prince running that ball down. The defender got a hand on it. He was able to run it down, pick it from low to high, and put it in.
Timeout for the Mocs. J.P. Prince, who wasn't even expected to play, is 5 out of 5 from the floor, has 10 points for the Volunteers. The Mocs called a timeout as they're down by 11 for the second time. Bill, if Chattanooga's going to win this game, let's talk about your keys.
If they're going to win, they've got to integrate young players. They've got 5 senior starters. They've got to match Tennessee's pace. Right now, they're having a hard time with that. That's what's leading to the turnovers. Tennessee's got more more field goal attempts, and they've got to make up that point differential by being able to take care of the basketball and not doing turnovers. For Tennessee, they've got to find an identity on the offensive end, and that means they're going to be more of an inside team, more of a penetrating team this year with the loss of Lofton and Smith. Find depth at point guard. Right now, they only have one player, and who's going to be the leader with Juwan Smith gone?
Mocs get the ball now. They're down 11, but there's still a lot of time to play here in the first half. Kieron Sheard brings it in. Left side it comes to Ty Patterson. Patterson all the way in. Layup no good. Dokes follows no good. Safour went over the back. No call. The rebound by Ronaldo Woolridge. Left side, Hobson for 3. A high arching three-pointer for the freshman, Hobson.
And that is what Scotty Hobson was known for as Mr. Basketball in the state of Kentucky, being a great outside player as well as a slashing inside offensive player.
Tennessee fans are saying that was touched by the Mocs. However, they award the ball to the Mocs. I think we'll see. Well, Coach Shulman and Ted Valentine had a long conversation. I have no idea what they were talking about.
No, with UTC having the ball, it had to be something on a call before that play.
Kieron Sheard brings it in now for the Mocs. They're down 14 early. Mocs need to get some offense going because Tennessee's defense is just smothering.
They really have, and McDowell picking up 2 quick fouls has hurt them because he's the key to their offense. He's kind of their go-to guy, and he's on the bench.
Mocs only have 6 field goals attempted in the game. And a foul, and this one will be on Tennessee. It's on Ronaldo Woolridge. That's his second. And with that, we'll take a timeout. 11:38 to go in the first half in Knoxville. Tennessee leading Chattanooga 24-10. We'll be back. They really expected him to be able to play. There was a possibility, but he has come on and like gangbusters.
And showing his skills here tonight, you'll see there. He is the recipient of some great assists. That's a great fall-away jump shot there, but he gets out ahead of the defense in the full court there and accepts some nice passes from teammates for easy baskets. Has given them a real big energy boost in here off the bench tonight.
At the 11:38 mark of the first half, Tennessee has 7 assists. Chattanooga has 1. And Prince a perfect 5 of 5 from the floor. 10 points for J.P. Prince, and that is off the bench.
And 4 of those assists have been nice feeds where he's gotten downhill to the defense and made those baskets at the other end.
The Mocs at the free throw line where Nakia Stokes has done pretty well. He's hit 3 out of 4 on the night. Stokes, first one is good. He has 6 points. He's at 4 out of 5 from the free throw line and has a field goal. Cuts the Tennessee lead to 13. Dokes gets one more. Perfect. 7 for Dokes, and the lead is a dozen. Tennessee with, you know, we didn't talk a lot about the inexperience on the Chattanooga bench, but there's a good example. Offensive foul against Tennessee. It's on Hobson. And that's Hobson's second foul. And the Mocs get the ball back. And if they can knock down to 3, they'll get that lead below, or actually into single digits.
Yeah, they just need to be patient on offense, take care of the basketball. Here they are in the trap situation. Sometimes you can throw over it and it gets you a good shot.
McDowell, soft one-hander is there.
That's one of the dangers in the full court press. If you're able to throw over the top of it, you're going to have a mismatch at the other end. Coach Pearl knows that, and he says if you can do that, just fine. We'll get you next time.
10-point game. McDowell with 5. Long 3 from Woolridge is there. My goodness. De'Ron Sheard penetrates, drops, has it blocked. Up again, no good. Rebounded by Chisholm. Here come the Volunteers. Tatum, the lob for Smith. And it goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Mocs with 10:44 to go. 5 turnovers for the Volunteers so far in the game. Man, what a pretty 3 that was from Woolridge.
Yeah, and that's kind of a plus 3. I don't think that he's a guy that they figured might be that kind of a shooter, but if he is, again, it just strengthens them, gives them depth on the perimeter. Right now, Tennessee's showing good enough three-point shooting to stretch the defenses, and people are not going to be able to pack it back in if they can shoot it this well.
Volunteers 4 of 7, and a foul against Bobby Mays. That's who the foul's on. That is his first. So we go to the other end of the floor where the Mocs are going to be shooting a 1-and-1. That's 9 team fouls on the Volunteers thus far. 10:44 to go. A lot of time left in the first half. First shot good. I tell you, if the Mocs hadn't been able to hit their free throws, they'd really be in a mess.
Yeah, they just have not been able to get the field goal attempts with Tennessee's defense, both in the full court and the pressure that they put on in the half court.
Freshman Dante Harvey gets it. It's his first points. The Mocs are now 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Mays. They go down low to Chisholm. Up and in. Off the glass. There was a mismatch. McDowell was on Chisholm, and that was about an 8 or 9 inch differential. Out of the corner. 3. Ripped. Nicely done by the Mocs' Ty Patterson. Patterson's got a reputation of being a big scorer.
I tell you, that was a great catch and shoot. As quick as Tennessee's defense is, Patterson was able to get the ball up and shoot it before the defense could react and get to him. Didn't put it on the floor, just caught it and shot it.
Long rebound comes out. McDowell for 3. Swift.
And another catch and shoot. So 6 straight points that quick with the three-pointer. It can make a big difference, and that's what they need to do. Don't put it on the floor and let Tennessee have a chance to get it. If you're in position.
He has 8 points.
Rather quiet 8 points, really. I mean, 3 great shots, but he hadn't been able to get very many attempts. They've kept the ball out of his hands, and he's had a little foul trouble.
Tennessee goes around the horn. Bobby Mays, the point guard, out front, down to 18 on the shot clock. Left side it comes. Scotty Hobson, they whip it around. J.P. Prince back in the game for the Volunteers. Long 3, a high arching 3 by Hobson. His second 3, he's got 6. And it's a 10-point game again. And stepping out of bounds, Ricky Taylor, the freshman from Brownsville, Tennessee.
And there's those turnovers like that are kind of, those gnaw on you. I'm sure Coach Schulman does not like that, where you're not even making a pass. You're just standing out of bounds. You didn't realize where you were on the floor.
J.P. Prince works off the pick. Back outside, Tyler Smith. Swift. A 3 for Tyler, his first 3 in the game, and Tennessee now 6 of 10 from behind the line. A steal, Mays with the shot, it's good, count it, and the foul. Bobby Mays.
That's an electrifying full court press and the quickness that Tennessee has and how fast they can score. One of the reasons that Coach Pearl likes that is it does give you the ability to score quickly. That's the red zone. When you see this in the half court of the full court press, if you intercept an inbounds pass and get that turnover inside the circle, it's just like the red zone in football. That's the easiest place to score. The defense just cannot correct.
After the Volunteers called timeout when Chattanooga hit 2 threes in a row to cut it to 7. About a minute has gone by on the clock, and the Vols have now scored 8 straight. 9 straight as Mays makes the three-point play the hard way with exactly 9 minutes to go. In the first half, Tennessee's lead 16. Ty Patterson back to Kieron Sheard for the Mocs. He works it off of the right side. Stokes, yes, nice 15-footer by Nakia Stokes, who has 9.
Stokes shoots the ball pretty well from the 12, 15, 18-foot range, too, so he's a pretty good inside-outside player.
Tatum, a long 3, rebounded quickly by Negadu. And they'll set it up again out front. Mays, they work it down low on the block. Inside, Negadu has it blocked. It'll be goaltending, and Negadu gets the points.
Boy, Negadu, that is a great instinct, especially for a freshman. He caught the defensive man ball watching and slipped in behind him and was wide open. That's a really nice thing to do. If you see your man kind of drifting away, go to the basket, and if the passer sees you, you're wide open.
Tennessee with full court pressure. Tennessee's got them in trouble, and the Mocs have to call a timeout. Stephon McDowell had the big, tall trees in white shirts all around him in the corner.
And that corner is exactly where you do not want to be against the press. Tennessee tries to play a little outside in and funnel you into that corner where they can really put an aggressive trap on you.
And the Vols are on an 11-2 run since the Mocs hit those back-to-back threes. More college basketball. Tennessee here against OVC preseason favorite UT Martin. It'll be Tuesday night, November the 18th. We'll tip it up a little after 7 Eastern time. Check your local listings. Hawks returning preseason player of the year. Great player. There's a lot of folks are saying he could be a real early NBA draft.
He will be, Randy. For our viewers and for Tennessee fans and for basketball fans, don't miss that game because he is a wonderful player. He is a big-time player, too. Had 35 against Memphis last year, 30 against Ole Miss. He can really fill a stat sheet. Great player.
40-24, and a foul on J.P. Prince, putting a little too much pressure on Stephen McDowell. And McDowell is a great free throw shooter. Will go to the line for the Mocs. Second foul on J.P. Prince. And that is the 10th team foul on Tennessee for the game. McDowell second, switch. It's a pair. They're 12 of 13. 10 points for McDowell. And the lead is 14. 8:15 to go first half. McDowell with 2 fouls will sit down. I'll tell you, a player for Chattanooga, there's the lob knocked away on the backside. A player for Chattanooga who's been very quiet is Khalil Hardwell, who averaged in double figures, one of the leading rebounders in the conference.
Yeah, one of those returning seniors that you expect a lot out of, and so far he's not on the stat sheet very much.
Foul was on Nakia Stokes, who has played pretty much the entire game for the Mocs. 17 fouls on Chattanooga, and at the line shooting a 1-and-1 will be Wayne Chisholm.
Like Stephon McDowell, Dokes is a preseason all-conference player in the SoCon. Those two players are both projected to be first-team all-conference players.
Chisholm makes the first, he'll get another. 3 points for Wayne Chisholm. There's Stephon McDowell, the Mocs Division Championship this year. The team in the South that's picked to win it, Davidson. A team that was one basket away from making it to the Final Four and beating eventual national champion Kansas.
And they've got Player of the Year, Stephen Curry, coming back, and he's first-team All-American on everybody's list this year. Great outside shooter. Had a wonderful run in the NCAA tournament last year.
Jeff Smith in the game, a sophomore, misses the shot underneath. Mays, yes, the layup. Bobby Mays has 10, and the Vols lead again, 18. That's their biggest. Kieran Sheard, quick three, up and off, no good. Stephen Pearl with the rebound. Here comes Tennessee the other way. Bobby Mays. Cameron Tatum out front for three, up and off. Dokes with the rebound.
So far, the 1-foot addition on the three-point line has not cut back on the attempts on the Tennessee end of the floor.
Dokes, he'll back up and fire a three, up and off, no good. And a foul away from the basketball. It'll be against Chattanooga. And it will be number 23, that is Patterson, his first. Timeout. 7:11 to go here in the first half. Tennessee in control with a 44-26 lead. They've hit a few of those, Bill Justice. We talked about, Bill, the shot differential in the game. The Mocs have attempted 12 fewer shots than have the Volunteers in this game thus far.
And they've got 6 more turnovers. I tell you, that's one of the most underrated statistics in all of basketball. We talk about it all the time, but a turnover can be as much as a 4 or 6 point swing, and that's huge. Those 6 turnovers have been they got 11 points off of their turnovers.
Well, 17 off of 11.
17 off of 11. Wow.
Well, the coaching resume for Bruce Pearl, who is very close to his 400th career win. He's averaged in 3 seasons at Tennessee almost 26 wins per year and has won 2 SEC East titles and last year's SEC championship. Chisholm with the second shot, missed it. Rebounded by Khalil Hartwell, and the Mocs down by 18 will bring it up the floor. Right side, Dokes. Tennessee with heavy man-to-man defense. Down to 13 on the shot clock. Sheard out front. Dokes is going to launch a three. That one's off, no good. Rebounded on the backside by Chisholm, who has 5 rebounds for the game. Tyler Smith fakes, underhand shot, no good. Hartwell with a rebound. Patterson, yes, a three. Ty Patterson, the junior, has 6 on a couple of threes, and that makes it a 44-29 game.
Patterson showing some nice form. Again, the pull-up and the quick shot.
Tyler Smith with a little garbage.
And that's where Tyler will kill you. He's so active in the orange area there. He keeps balls alive, he gets rebounds, and he puts them back in. A little jump play, but boy, those are big plays.
And a jump ball. Stephen Pearl with good hustle forces the jump ball, but the alternate possession gives it back to Chattanooga.
There's the deflected pass that came back to Tyler, and with the defensive man on his back, uses the backboard to put it in. He finds himself in the right position. Good players always find themselves in the right position.
6 points for Tyler Smith, kind of quietly doing his job tonight. McDowell drops it off to Sheard. Here come the Mocs under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Kieran Sheard working against Bobby Mays. Right side, Dokes. And a whistle, and a foul will be on Negadu. That's his first foul on the freshman, Emmanuel Negadu. Bob Kessling told me tonight it's Negadu.
We will get him at halftime and ask him how he wants it pronounced.
Just call him Emmanuel.
There you go. There you go. I know this. He speaks 5 languages, and that's the thing that most impressed me about him. This freshman, imposing in physical stature, and a very bright young man who speaks 5 different languages.
Khalil Hartwell, free throw. Chattanooga now 12 out of 13 from the free throw line, and they're doing it on the road. 3 points for Hartwell. Has a chance to cut it back to 15, and he hits it. The Mocs doing very well from the free throw line, 13 out of 14, but not much in from anywhere else.
And they're just taking what's being given to them now at the free throw line, and it is kind of keeping them close here. If it weren't for that, this game would be slipping away from them. They're still within touch.
Stephen Pearl, Tyler Smith. Tennessee has substituted very well. 5.5 minutes to go first half. Tennessee down to 12 in the shot clock. J.P. Prince launches a three. No basket. And a foul. No, they're not going to count the basket. Who was the foul on?
I'm going to call a foul on the screener. I think it was Cameron Tatum. I'm not sure.
Negadu gets the foul. His second. And his second in like the last 30 seconds of the game. So that nullifies Prince's first three-pointer of the game. That would have made him 6 out of 6 from the floor. This is a guy that nobody really thought he was going to play.
I didn't see that. That may have been a way off the ball foul. That could have been something that happened under the basket. I just didn't see it out on the ball.
Mox trying to chip further into this lead that has been as big as 18 in the game. Jasper Williams drops it off, or actually had it deflected out of bounds, and they give it back to Tennessee now. That's 12 turnovers on Chattanooga. So the Mocs with 12 turnovers, and Tennessee only with 6. Stephen Pearl out front, under 5 minutes to go, first half. Ball's by 15. Pearl. Left side. Hobson. Mays. On the block, Tyler Smith. They converge on him. Down to 7 on the shot clock. And Tennessee threw it away. Chisholm. Count it. Plus the foul. The Mocs almost came away with a basketball, but Chisholm picks it right back up and sticks it in and gets fouled.
That's so tough there. Chattanooga plays 31 seconds of great defense, and the ball comes off of Hartwell's hands and right straight into Chisholm, and add insult to injury, they get the foul as well.
Second foul on Dokes for the game. He picks up the first one. 6 points for Wayne Chisholm, and he'll be trying to make it 7 and converting the three-point play.
We talked about keys on Tennessee for this season. Wayne Chisholm would be one. He's lost a little weight. He's got great bones. He's got a great physique. He's learning to play a little more true post. He needs to have a little better inside presence offensively and defensively, stay out of foul trouble if Tennessee's going to make a serious run in the Southeastern Conference this year.
Chisholm with one more free throw. 4:35 to go first half. Tennessee by 17. They can equal their biggest lead of the half if Chisholm converts this one. And he does. Tennessee by 18, and again the ball's putting heat on. Full court. Patterson inbounds it to McDowell. Flips it up to Dokes. And the Mocs will bring it into the front court now with under 4.5 minutes to go. First half. Williams. Hartwell out front. Williams backs up, launches a three, up and off, no good. Rebounded by Chisholm. 6 boards for Wayne Chisholm. Bobby Mays. Scotty Hobson thought about it, decided not to shoot from 3. Tyler Smith will shoot from 3. He missed it. Pearl got the rebound, tried to save it back in, but a foul, and it would be on Chattanooga.
Great hustle play by Stephen Pearl on the baseline. Grabs that loose rebound, saves it for Tennessee, and they get a foul, so they'll get some shots.
Foul was on McDowell. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back.
7.
An 18-point lead for Tennessee, their second 18-point advantage of this half. Coming up, of course, Stephon McDowell, as we went to break, just picked up his 3rd foul. That's really big, because he's in some trouble.
Yeah, and when he's in the game, he's the focus for their offense. When he's been in, he's played very well. He's made a couple of big three-pointers. He certainly is a point of emphasis for their offense, and it hurts to have him out of the game.
Has not missed a shot. Neither has J.P. Prince, but he has 10 points, 3 fouls, and he's only played 11 minutes. Stephen Pearl will be at the line as we'll be speaking to his dad at halftime, Coach Bruce Pearl, and part of a halftime interview we did earlier this evening. Had some interesting things to say about the schedule, his players, and this Chattanooga team, among other things.
Always interesting comments from Coach Pearl. Quite a personality here in Tennessee basketball.
19-point lead. He is the Pearl, by the way, the 9th ball to score in this game. Deron Shear, right side. Hartwell. Patterson backs up, fires a three. It's up and off, no good. Rebounded by Tyler Smith. Tennessee quick up the floor. Mays. Hobson. Yes! Scotty Hobson. His 3rd three. Mox on the break. Patterson with a layup.
There's the over the top again that we talked about on that press. It's going to happen occasionally, and it results in an easy bucket.
Oh my, great pass from Mays to Tatum.
And Tatum called for that pass because he could see that the zone was not guarding him. Mays saw it, caught his eye, made a beautiful pass. That's good teamwork right there.
Hartwell. Crowd wanted a double dribble, but he had it knocked away from him, so he maintained his dribble. Deron Shear. Tennessee by 22, the biggest lead of the game. Taylor. Back out to Shear, down to 10 on the shot clock. Right side, it comes to Patterson, who fires up a three. It's up and off, followed up and slammed in by Dokes, who's got 11.
Great nose for the basket following that long arc shot, going in for the rebound untouched. Nobody put a body on him. He got it and put it back in.
Bobby Mays, we're down to 2:19 to go first half. Mays has done a great job, really, directing this offense.
I'm very impressed. He is a true point guard. Bert Bertelkamp, who does the color on the radio, had said that he was, and Bert was an outstanding point guard here. He is a true point guard, the first one they've had probably since C.J. Watson.
There's the three-point shot by Patterson and the follow by Dokes.
Track to the rim there, following the ball, nose for the ball by Dokes. Just good, aggressive, offensive rebounding.
Tennessee by 20. We are down to 2:09 to go first half. Mox with the basketball. Shear. Right side, Dokes. Patterson. Or rather, Ricky Taylor with the ball. Down to 17 on the shot clock. Shear. Left side, it comes Patterson. Drive, soft one-hander, up and bounces around. Good. Ty Patterson with 10. The junior transfer, who came in with a reputation as a scorer, is doing just that. 10 points for him first half.
Been a big boost and taking up a little bit of the scoring that McDowell leaves while he's on the bench.
Mays, crossover dribble, drops it back out front to Tyler Smith. Tennessee down to 18. Hobson again for three. Yes! Hobson for three. Cameron Tatum, rather. Well, one's 32, one's 23. If you're dyslexic like I am, you'll get it backwards.
I'll tell you, Cameron Tatum is lighting it up from three-point land. They had said that his shot had improved, and he could be the answer for them out there because they need that three-point shooter to extend the defense.
13 points for Tatum. Chattanooga another turnover as Patterson drops it out of bounds. That's 13 turnovers with just over a minute to go first half. The Volunteers back up by 21. There's Coach John Schulman, who finds his team in a 21-point hole with just a minute to go in the first half. That's not what he wanted.
Been there. He took him to the NCAA tournament the first year he was there, and they've been in the championship game in the SoCon tournament 4 years, I think.
Tyler Smith, Bobby Mays, right side. Tennessee by 21, under a minute to go first half. Cameron Tatum. J.P. Prince, who has not missed a shot, is in the game. Mays fires a three off the side, no good. Chisholm had the rebound, stripped away. Here comes freshman Ricky Taylor. Jeremy Safor, the 7'1" player, this redshirt sophomore, is fouled. Call that one a brick.
Yeah, that one was a miss from the get-go.
0 for 2 for Safor. Falls with the basketball. They can pretty much drain it if they want to. They're going to run their offense. There is about a half-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Bobby Mays backs it out. His team up by 21. Down to 10. There's the lob. Chisholm with a layup. Wayne Chisholm. And Tennessee's lead is 23. And the Mocs do not get a shot off, and that's kind of typical of the first half for them. Unable to really get a lot of offense going because they can't get shots. Tennessee with 61% of their floor, from the floor. They've scored 20 points off 13 turnovers in the first half, and they lead it by 23. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with our halftime activities here at Thompson Bowling Arena as the Volunteers lead it 60-37. Well, it's been an exciting first half, but mainly for the Tennessee fans, most of them wearing orange in the arena tonight. They have a 23-point lead at halftime. And, Bill, are you surprised at the way that this first half has started?
Oh, absolutely. I was expecting that this would be a much closer game in the first half. Tennessee's just been overbearing on their full-court press and in their half-court. Chattanooga has not been able to get into any kind of half-court sets at all. If they don't throw it over the top on that press, they're not getting a very good look at the basket. Too many turnovers. 9
different Tennessee players have scored in this game, and as we look at the stats, Tennessee has attempted 36 shots. They've made 22. The Mocs have been able to attempt 23. They've made 10. But the big key, turnovers. Tennessee has a 23-point lead, Bill. They've scored 20 points off 13 Tennessee turnovers.
And they have a substantial lead in rebounds. That's 5. That gives you 5 more shot attempts. I don't know what their steals were, but Tennessee's had a lot of easy baskets because a lot of turnovers have been in the red zone.
Tennessee with a 23-point lead here at halftime in Knoxville, Tennessee, as we open the 100th season of Tennessee basketball at the University of Tennessee. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Tennessee with a lead, 60-37 here at halftime over the Chattanooga Mocs, in a very impressive first half performance by the Tennessee Volunteers, but you play 2 halves in basketball. And the Mocs have a very good, experienced team. They could come back. We'll talk about that later. We had a chance prior to the start of tonight's game to talk with basketball coach Bruce Pearl of the Vols. It's always great to talk to Bruce, who talked about the start of his 4th season here at Tennessee. 4th season as the head coach at the University of Tennessee. You have a lot of points, a lot of offensive production to replace from last year, but you got a lot of great athletes on the squad.
We do, Randy. 4 guards gone and 5 out of our top 9, and so there'll be a brand new backcourt out there. Bobby Mays, a junior college transfer, and 2 true freshmen going up against these 5 seniors from Chattanooga.
How tough was it to lose a player like Daniel West, who you had counted on to come in and help you at the point? He's academically ineligible.
Yeah, it's difficult. And feel badly for Daniel, too, because we were counting on him, and we thought he had it all cleared and everything was fine. So disappointing, but it's something that this basketball team, still should be able to survive.
You lose Chris Lofton, Juwan Smith, but you do have a guy named Tyler Smith, who's one of the best all-around players I've seen in years.
I think normally when you graduate, 80% of your three-point shooting and 60% of your scoring, it's a step-back year. But because Tyler Smith returns, J.P. Prince, Wayne Chisholm, we've got some foundation that's coming back, along with a talented recruiting class. I think that gives us hope that we could become a good basketball team. We're not right now because we've got so many new pieces of the puzzle. We've had so many injuries, suspensions, eligibility issues that it's been kind of a challenging preseason to get my basketball team ready to play.
Let's talk a little bit about a couple of the newcomers. Scotty Hobson, Ronaldo Woolridge, great talents, just super athletes.
Very good. Scotty probably a natural position to come in and fill with Chris. Ronaldo Woolridge, a big guy that can shoot the basketball. Is he a 3-man? Is he a small forward? Can he guard Gaffney tonight? Can he guard the guards that he's going to have to face sometimes? Offensively, he'll be fine. And, of course, you did mention Bobby Mays. He would be our brand new point guard. Got a real good basketball IQ, and I feel like he's done a really nice job so far. passing first, setting his teammates up, and yet you still have to guard him a little bit from the three-point line.
Yeah. You're playing Chattanooga tonight. You've got UT Martin on Tuesday night here. You're playing at Middle Tennessee next Friday. Boy, you're really taking this playing the in-state schools seriously, and a lot of people are happy to see that.
Well, you got to back it up. You know, if I'm going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk, and you got to go play them at Middle sometimes, and you got to do things like that, and or like we played down at Chattanooga last year. And if certainly these teams all have so much more to game than if you bring in somebody from Louisiana or South Carolina. There's not that rivalry. These kids are watching Tennessee basketball all the time. They're tired of hearing about Tennessee basketball, but it's just flat out the right thing to do. The other common denominator is all three of those teams are picked to win their league. And so the state of basketball in the state of Tennessee is very, very good at all levels.
All right, that's Coach Bruce Pearl. Our halftime interview. We'll be back with more from Thompson Bowling Arena as Tennessee has a 23-point lead over Chattanooga.
What do you think?
We're here at halftime. Tennessee by 23 over Chattanooga. Let's revisit our interview with Tennessee head coach Bruce Pearl. You play a really tough preseason, or pre-conference schedule in the early part of the year. You've got Gonzaga later in the year. You've got Marquette. You've got who else? Siena, Memphis.
Temple,
yeah.
Siena. Yeah, it's crazy. But look, we didn't wait for the program to become a top 20 program before we scheduled it that way. And last year we had the toughest schedule in the country. This year we by far have the toughest schedule in the country. And for me to be able to recruit and for us to be able to, continue to grow and develop the program, bring television here, we've got to play that kind of schedule. It may, there may be a season where it takes its toll on the head coach's record. I always tell people, who does your scheduling? I said, it's my associate head coach, Tony Jones. He wants my job.
We talk a lot about the pressure of coaching and the things that you really don't get a good grasp of unless you're around a lot of coaches. But you have taken this program to unbelievable heights. One interesting statistic that I want to bring up is the fact that your program has improved attendance by 8,000 in your first 3 years.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. That's more than a lot of schools draw.
Well, that's more, Randy, a statement of the fans. That's more a statement of the passion of the Tennessee Vol fans and how much they love basketball. I mean, Pat Summitt proved that for years with the Lady Vols, and they love their basketball in Tennessee. Coach Mears proved it. Don DeVoe proved it. And so what we're doing is just sort of rekindling that spirit a little bit, and obviously we've been the beneficiary.
Now, do you have anything planned with Coach Summitt this year? I know a couple of years ago you took off your shirt, went to the cheerleader, the group
and on
over
behalf of all middle-aged men in America, I apologize. It was not a good look. It's not going to happen again. I'm going to support Pat any way, shape, or form I can. And, it's about school spirit and being there. They raised the banner today, her 8th national championship. There's like no room up there for any, they'll make room for more, but I mean, where do you keep putting them all?
Well, here we go, the start of the second half. It was a really good first half for Tennessee. They lead the Mocs by 23. Tennessee gets the basketball to start the second half. Scotty Hobson drives. Tennessee turns the ball over. The Mocs take it away from him after he slips and falls. Here's Kieron Sheard. Leading scorers in the first half, Dokes with 11, Cameron Tatum at 13 for Tennessee. Inside, the shot no good, blocked, saved, back into Tyler Smith. Here comes Tennessee. Left side Mays for three, up and off, no good, long rebound, chased down and saved by Chisholm. 7 rebounds for Wayne Chisholm. Down low on the block, Tyler Smith working against Sheard. In the lane, got it.
Straight back to the basket move right there by Tyler. That's where he's tough, posting up guys down there with his physicality down. It's hard to guard in there.
8 points for him. Tennessee by 25. Hartwell, right side Sheard. Out front, McDowell, long three, up and off, no good. Chisholm with a rebound. Chisholm now with 8 boards. Here comes Tennessee quickly. Tyler Smith all the way in. What a shot by Smith. Oh my. Count it. And the foul. Tyler Smith with an NBA move right there.
Started with a wonderful retrieve from Chisholm at the other end of the floor, and here Tyler Smith leaves on one side of the 3-point line, the 3-second line, and lays it on the glass on the other side. That's a big time move.
And he makes the three-point play. Tennessee's lead 65-37. The Volunteers have scored the first 5 points of this half. And Tennessee with a steal. J.P. Prince. That was Scotty Hobson. The steal and the slam. My goodness, 8 points for Hobson. And a timeout.
You have to call that timeout right there. It's getting out of hand. The crowd's getting too much into it. They didn't get the ball even close to get out of that double team. Great double team on the baseline there. Threw it out, and it was right to Tennessee.
Timeout. We'll take it with them. 18:28 to go. In the basketball game, Tennessee by 30. We'll be back. Tennessee's built a 30-point lead. Bill Justice, they've done it, outscoring the Mocs 7-zip in this half, and they've outscored them 12-0 since the 1:45 mark of the first half.
Continue to cash in with the half-court and the full-court pressure to get those baskets down low. And when you get a guy like Scotty Hobson who can finish like he does on the last couple of times down, he and Tyler Smith, that's just not stoppable by the defense.
30-point lead for Tennessee. Nobody expected this. Patterson drops it off to Kieran Sheard. Here come the Volunteers on defense again. The Mocs into the front court. Sheard with it. Right corner, Patterson. Well, they make you play fast. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely. That is one of the keys to Tennessee on both offense and defense. They make you play with your feet, and they make you play fast. They will not allow you to dictate a slow tempo.
Sheard back to McDowell. McDowell out front, works off the pick by Hartwell. McDowell drives, shot rejected. Out of the corner. Three-pointer missed it. Chisholm with the rebound. Tennessee, Mays, Smith with a slam. Oh my! And we'll count it again. And the foul. Tyler Smith.
The good defensive play leads to the throw up to the rim on the other end, and Tyler goes up over 31 for the score.
6 assists from Mays tonight. Tyler Smith with a chance for another three-point play.
You had a good retreat by Sheard there, but the point guard versus Tyler Smith's a mismatch underneath.
Rebounded, knocked away, out of bounds, and the Mocs get the ball back. Finally, Smith missed the free throw. 13 for him for the game. Tennessee's lead, 32. The Mocs still have not scored this half. Dokes had it stolen. Tyler Smith, Hobson for three. Bang! My goodness!
The freshman showing it all tonight. He was a McDonald's All-American, and the crowd seeing why.
McDowell gets the basket. That's a 2, just inside the three-point line. Chisholm on the block. Up and then Chisholm was working against McDowell again. That was a mismatch from the get-go.
Absolutely. I don't know how it ended up that way, but I can tell you this. It's great identification when your point guard sees that you got that kind of mismatch to get it inside, and that's what they need out of Chisholm. True post play. There's the long-range three-pointer by Scotty Hobson. Came here with that reputation, and you see the bench celebrating the freshman's long-range shooting.
That foul on Tennessee was against Woolridge, number 0. It's his third. Sheard. Right side it comes. Dokes. McDowell. A 3, no good. Tipped around, saved in the middle. Hartwell up over Pearl, no good. Williams, rather. Williams gets the rebound as Hartwell misses. J.P. Prince back in the game now for Tennessee. Tyler Smith. That's an offensive foul on Tyler Smith. Kieran Sheard into the front court. Hartwell with the basketball. Drops it off to Sheard, and a foul on Sheard. Offensive foul. Great defensive positioning by J.P. Prince. And that's 3 on Sheard.
This Tennessee lineup that's in there right now, Randy, is what we were talking about. As I just look around, it looks like it's 6'5" to 6'10", tough, aggressive, assertive defense when you got that much size and athleticism to cover the floor.
Tatum back in the game, has 13 points, led Tennessee with 13 and before the shot by Williams with the foul on Chattanooga. Prince was hit with a foul, so the Mocs get the ball back. McDowell slips out of the double team into the front court. McDowell for three, yes. He's a good player.
I like him. He squares up, has a beautiful release that technically, fundamentally, as sound a shooter as I've seen. He's got a sweet stroke. 15
for him. Prince, first miss. That was Woolridge, rather, not Prince. And Williams gets the follow in the basket and the foul. And Brian Williams has a shot at a three-point play. First 2 points of the game for Williams. 10th ball to score in the game. Timeout, 15:51 to go. 6 players in double figures for the Volunteers. They have a huge lead. We'll be back. We are not even 5 minutes into the second half, and Tennessee has already outscored the Mocs 16-5 to start the second half.
And it's that quickness in covering the floor. Tennessee is so good in transition on offense, and they retreat and apply the pressure so quickly on defense that right now they're just too quick for UT Chattanooga.
Tennessee has hit 7 of 9 from the floor this half. They're hitting 64% now for the game.
Oh, yeah. Went into the break with the free throw coming, and they caught it.
I tell you, when you watch Coach Pearl's teams play, you find yourself watching the game because it is so amazing what these athletes can do.
And it's so fast.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a fast game both on offense and defense. And he has a definite philosophy about that I've heard him talk about at clinics before. And he wants to do that for a purpose on both ends of the floor.
McDowell, he can light it up quickly. 18 for Stephon McDowell. Down low, Brian Williams. Oh, great no-look pass. Prince with a layup.
Brian Williams is a wonderful passer. He has great footwork. He's a very steady, good, fundamental basketball player. He's really developing.
Ty Patterson knocks down a three. The Mocs have hit 2 in a row as they have beaten that pressure. All of their threes, I think, tonight have come in transition. Tatum against Patterson. All the way in, no good, but a foul. And a blocking foul against Chattanooga, Jasper Williams on the floor. He missed a pair. Rebounded by Dokes. Jasper Williams into the front court. Drops it off on the left side. This is McDowell. McDowell, one-hander, up and off, no good. Rebound chased down, and a foul against J.P. Prince. Patterson, deep pass up in the front court. Here's Dokes. McDowell in the lane, soft one-hander, no good. Rebounded by Chisholm. That's 10 rebounds for Wayne Chisholm. All the way down, Mays knocked off his knee, out of bounds. It will belong to Chattanooga. 79-48. Williams to McDowell. McDowell guarded by Tatum. McDowell off the pick. McDowell, three, up and off, no good. Rebounded by Tennessee. Chisholm now with 11 boards.
McDowell missed his last 3 shots. Tennessee's starting to do some off-ball help on him now. When he puts the ball on the floor, his defender's getting some off-ball help.
Woolridge misses the 3. Jasper Williams with the rebound and an offensive foul against Nakia Stokes. And they're taking that basket away. 4 fouls on Stokes.
See good hustle coming back down the floor. Sets his feet inside the paint, draws the charge. Good job by Wayne Chisholm.
13:53 to go in the game. 4 fouls on Dokes. He will sit down for a while. Bobby Mays in the front court. Jasper Williams picks him up. Woolridge bounces it to Brian Williams. Tatum, they go down low to Chisholm. Chisholm, one-hander in front. Too hard, no good. Rebound, fought for, taken away by Chisholm. Saved by Mays. Mays back to Williams. Tennessee will reset it. Out front, Tatum all the way down the lane. The layup is good by Tatum. 15 for Cameron Tatum.
And again, the defender had to run at him as a shooter because he shot it well in the first half and it left the lane open. He drove right by him.
Patterson knocks down a jumper. That's a 2. I tell you what, Ty Patterson's a scorer.
He's come up big tonight. He shot the ball well.
15 for him. Tennessee's team's 50-5 when they score 80 or more. They're at 81 now. Mays drops it off. Nice play. Williams counting the foul. Williams, a nice feed from Mays.
I'll tell you, Mays is very impressive for his first game in a Division I point guard. It looks to me like he's the true deal. He looks to pass. He looks to get the other guys involved. The true point guard, a great point guard, makes things easier for his team and increases the shooting percentage. He's doing those things for Tennessee tonight.
7 assists for Mays, and Williams will be at the line with 6 points for Brian Williams. Nagatu is back in the game for Tennessee. Patterson will inbounds. Again, full court pressure by Tennessee, and that has been relentless.
Tough, hard traps, too. These are very aggressive traps from Tennessee. I think they're a little more aggressive than they have been, and you can do that when you have the kind of reach these guys have.
It inbounds to Harvey. Dante Harvey in the game. Here's Williams. Drops it off to Jeremy Safor. Couldn't hang on. However, the Mocs get it back outside to Patterson, who missed the 3. Safor going to see this half at the 12:23 mark in the game. Harvey tipped away. Tennessee stole it. Volunteers lose it back. Here's the nice shot by, that's Ricky Taylor, the freshman. Nice move for him. First 2 points of the game for him. Hobson for 3. Up and off, no good. Long rebound, saved out front by Mays. Mays. Alley-oop inside to Scotty Hobson, who slams it home. 13 for Hobson.
And again, great eye contact between the two players there. The first year big-time players. Scotty Hobson pointing to the rim. Bobby Mays sees it, and they connect.
Jasper Williams dogged by Mays out front. Harvey, boy, they're contesting every breath the Mocs take. 3-pointer, no good. Safor knocks it out into the front court. Here's Mays, 3-on-2. Hobson again. 9 assists for Mays.
Bobby Mays is a very, very generous point guard. I mean, give him a hand out there. The guy is really finding the open man, and boy, these guys can finish.
88-52, and it is still 11 minutes left in the game. Patterson drops it off to Jasper Williams. And a foul against Harvey. Dante Harvey put a shoulder into Tyler Smith as he was setting the pick. Under 11 minutes to go in the game. Mays with 10 points, 9 assists. Here's one of them right here. We'll be back. 56 to go in the game. And I am really impressed with the Tennessee offense. Bobby Mays, the director, 35 field goals, 29 assists for that young man who has played an absolutely fabulous game.
Yeah, early on, I mean, you can pretty well say that they've answered a lot of the questions we had coming in. And now you got a walk-on guard who's the backup point guard at Tennessee. And he's proud to be here. He tried out as a walk-on player, and he's getting some playing time.
And he came from Chattanooga, where he was cut. Inside, Tyler Smith gets the layup. 90-52, 38-point Tennessee lead, their biggest. Dokes left side, Ricky Taylor. Jasper Williams. He'll back up. Nice shot by Williams.
Beautiful little step back move right there that got Hubert off of him defensively and left him wide open for the shot.
Out of the corner, Woolridge for three. Ronaldo Woolridge. 6 points for him. Under 10 minutes to go. It's 93-54. Out of bounds. Give it to Tennessee with 9:52 to go. Basketball players in the country. Lester Hudson.
And his running mate at guard, Marquise Weber, both those guys are outstanding players. So they'll present Tennessee with a different challenge Tuesday night.
Tyler Smith puts it on the floor, drops it back to Hubert, who misses the three. Over the back will be Woolridge.
Fascinating. He'll coach the guys on the bench. The guys on the floor don't pay any attention when you're playing. You try to stay away from the coach. Guys on the bench, he got them in earshot, and he was coaching those guys up all day.
The way it has developed. 2 misses. The rebound by Hubert. Quickly up the floor to Tyler Smith. 9:29 to go. Hubert for three. Up and on. And by Hobson, who just rose up above everybody and slammed it home.
He's showing all the skills that made him a 5-star recruit tonight, Randy. He's everything they said he was in terms of being a slasher. Still has some improvement to do from the perimeter, but inside and going to the basket, he's very impressive.
Deron Sheard down low. Nakia Stokes up and off. No good. Rebounded by Williams. He clears it to Tyler Smith. 3-on-3. Smith. Fall away. Jumper. Counter. Plus the foul. Such a soft shot. And the Mock lead now 42. With 8:53 to go in the game.
Tennessee's on a record-breaking scoring pace, to be honest with you, with 97 points. 8:53 left.
18 for Tyler Smith. 98. Fourth largest ever for a home opener. 21,864 tonight here at Thompson Bowling Arena. Sheard left side. It comes Patterson. Patterson drives. Tipped out of bounds by Tennessee. The Mocs get it back with 25 on the shot clock. And Patterson will run down for UTC when play resumes. Hubert sits down to a nice hand, and Hobson sits down. Dokes had it knocked away. Mays has got it. 3-on-3. Mays in the lane. Up and off. No good. Hartwell took it away. Mays puts it back, gives it to Pearl. Up and off, no good. Hartwell with a rebound. And the pass from Sheard into this third row, over the press row.
Well, Randy, you know, when you reach this point in the game with several minutes left and this kind of a margin, the play's going to break down a little bit. There's no structure. There's no set offense for 40 points. So on both ends of the floor, you're going to see a lot of football.
Cameron Tatum, the backside lob. He's got 17 off the bench. And the Volunteers have 100 with 8:09 to go in the game. My goodness, 30-second timeout. Tennessee still connecting on 64% from the field.
Those shots like that add to your shooting percentage. They've had so many. They shot the ball well from three-point range also, but boy, they've had a lot of dunks and a lot of baskets where they attack the rim.
The Vols have scored 90 or more points in tonight's game. Please remember to redeem your game ticket.
And coming out also on Monday night, women's college hoops. Tennessee got the win today against San Francisco. Will be hosting Virginia from the ACC. It'll be Monday at 7 right here. So be sure and join us. National championship banner number 8. They hung today as they opened their season earlier this afternoon here at the arena.
The Lady Vols and Coach Summit, simply the best.
Points in the paint, 56-8.
The paint counts when you come from on top down through the rim too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. 16, under 8 minutes to go in the game. Kieran Sheard all the way down the lane. Nice shot. Contested by Curl, but Sheard with his first 2 points.
Great drive there. Got it up over the outstretched hands of big Brian Williams underneath, and 6'10" shot blocker.
Offensive foul. Cameron Tatum hit with his second foul, and with that in the ball game, Tennessee with a huge lead. We'll be back. Cameron Tatum's had a great game for the Volunteers off the bench, 17 points. Right side, Nakia Stokes. Hartwell out front. Patterson down low. Dokes. Fall away jumper. No good. McDowell at 6 feet gets the offensive board. 20 for McDowell. He leads all scorers in the game. Underhand scoop shot by Tyler Smith. No good. Dokes with a rebound. And Brian Williams took it away behind the back pass. The layup is there for Bobby Mays.
Good job by Tyler Smith. Bobby Mays has been unselfish all night. Tyler gave it up to him, so Bobby Mays had the free shot.
Sheard, 102-59. Dokes down low. Hartwell guarded by Brian Williams. Dokes launches a 3. It's there. Nakia Stokes, a big 3 from out front for him. 6:36 to go. Right side. Tyler Smith answers against Dokes, who is guarding him. He gets his own 3. 21 for Tyler.
Yeah, had a good hand in the face. That's just a nice shot. Well played on defense by Dokes. Sometimes good offense beats good defense.
Sheard against Bobby Mays. Right side, Stephen McDowell. Hartwell. Patterson. 3-pointer is short. Rebounded by Mays. There's the lob and a foul on McDowell. That will be his 4th, I think. And Cameron Tatum will go to the line.
His 4th.
It is the 4th on McDowell. And Tatum will get 2 shots with just under 6 minutes to go in the ball game.
Tennessee continues to find that size mismatch underneath for that lob pass. You've got about a 7 or 8 inch advantage there. Tatum over McDowell, and Bobby Mays has found that all night long.
106-62. The Tennessee lead is 44. 18 for Tatum. 19 as he makes both free throws. And Wayne Chisholm will check back in. Also Scotty Hobson, and Tatum will sit down with 5:54 to go in the game. And Tennessee has called off the press. Tennessee's 32 assists, a new team record. The old record was against Tennessee Tech. That was 20 years ago.
Yeah, they've shared the ball awfully well tonight, and a lot of it has resulted in easy shots inside.
Kieran Sheard goes back door for the layup. Chisholm guarded by and fouled by.
You get good assists, that means you're getting easier shots, and your basket and your offense is flowing well.
12 points, 12 rebounds for Wayne Chisholm, his 5th career double-double. And he misses that one. Hartwell chases down the long rebound, and here come the Mocs, 5:26 to go. And that one off the shoulder of Dante Harding, freshman from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Another unforced turnover in the game for the Mocs.
A little lack of concentration there, maybe, out of the freshman. You know, took his eyes off the ball. At this point in the game, that's what you're looking for. Just try to make sure your guys stay focused and still compete.
Mays, right side, works it over to Hobson, out between the circles, down low to Brian Williams. Williams Fed Chisholm, but a foul. A sophomore played at Tyner High School in Chattanooga. 15th turnover. Second shot, Smith, no good. Rebounded by Bobby Mays. Here's Chisholm, works it to Brian Williams. Hobson, a three-pointer from out front, up and off, no good. Rebounded by Williams.
Valuable playing time for Tennessee this season.
Coach Pearl likes him a lot and said, you know, there was a chance he could have started tonight, but Pearl chose to let him come off the bench. But it really doesn't matter. When you've got the kind of depth that Tennessee has, you're going to play.
Tennessee's player rotation tonight is the whole bench, but they will end up with probably with this group and the new players that they've got, they're probably going to end up with at least a 9-man rotation and maybe some nights a 10, depending on what happens at the point position.
Harvey misses. Rebounded by Williams. 3 points for Dante Harvey. Right side it comes to Chisholm. Stephen Pearl in the game now for Tennessee. Wayne Chisholm throws up a three. It's up and off, no good. Rebounded by Harvey. Knox bringing it in. Williams had it knocked away. Tennessee's got it back. They run the other way. 3-on-1. Chisholm. Nice move. Avoiding the charge. And then the layup by Wayne Chisholm.
There's your 6'9" point guard.
Taylor missed it, rebounded by Chisholm, 110-66.
You know, to give you a sense of his athleticism, he lays the ball in on one end and he recovers in time to get that ball back on the defensive end and get it back down to the offensive end of the floor. He's a good athlete.
Brian Williams, Chisholm out front. Pearl, Tennessee on 3:50 to go. Pearl, 110-66. The layup is no good by Pearl, but he's fouled, and Stephen Pearl will get 2 shots. But not 46 to go in the game. Tennessee with a 110-66 lead over the Mocs. We'll be back. Tennessee with a 110-66 lead. 3:46 to be played. And the Volunteers, first of all, are going to tie the school record for consecutive wins here at home, 33 in a row. Wayne Chisholm had a nice game, as did just about everybody that played for Tennessee tonight. Stephen Pearl with 2 shots. It's the first. 2 points on the night for Stephen Pearl to go with 2 rebounds. He missed the second. Rebounded by Jasper Williams. Williams in the front court directing things for Chattanooga. Dante Harvey. Jeremy Safour the ball. Left side, Williams, long 3 by Jasper Williams is good. 5 points for Jasper. Down low, Woolridge, Negadu is fouled by Harvey, so Negadu will be at the line with 2.
Good post position inside and a nice outside pass. Kept his defensive man on his back, and he drew the foul, forced the foul.
Emmanuel Negadu, who is from Kaduna, Nigeria. Long way from Knoxville, isn't it?
Sure is. He's quite a story, though. We were talking about it earlier, his mastering of 5 different foreign languages, and he's quite a young man.
Mass substitutions for the Mocs. Hardwell's back in. Missed it. Hartwell with a rebound. Williams launches a long 3, up and off, no good. Rebounded by Scotty Hobson. Here he comes. And a foul against Hobson. Hobson got his 5th foul. I did not see that, but they say he reached around and hooked the player. 5 for Hobson, so he will leave. Or is that Negadu? Yeah. Negadu leaves. No wonder I didn't see it. I was looking at the wrong guy. 3:05 to go. Dokes drops it off. Hartwell knocked away, saved by Ty Patterson. Williams dogged by Prince. Williams all the way in. He needed that one. He deserved it. Jasper Williams with 7 points for Chattanooga. Prince back in the game. He's got 4 fouls. Hobson guarded by Taylor. Back to Prince. 18 on the shot clock. 2:24 to go. Hobson, that one's going to be off. Rebounded inside. Prince follows, no good. His first miss. And then finally the follow by Williams. Or Prince does get the follow. 14 for J.P. Prince.
Stayed in there and got his own rebound, and good quickness to get the shot out before the defense could recover.
A 2 for Dokes. Last year that one would have been a 3.
Sure would have.
They moved it back. 16 for Nikias Dokes. J.P. Prince, right side. Inside it goes. Williams off the one hand, no good. Rebounded by Dokes. 1:35 to go. 9 rebounds for Nikias Dokes to go with those points. Minute and a half left. Jumper good by Taylor. Ricky Taylor, the freshman, has 4 points for Chattanooga. 114 to 75. Stephen Pearl running the offense out front. Hobson guarded by Taylor. Right side Prince, a 3 up and off, no good. Tipped around, controlled by the Mocs. Taylor comes out of there with it. Taylor had it knocked away with a minute to go. Patterson for 3, up and off. Hobson quickly. J.P. Prince 2-on-2. J.P. Prince guarded by Williams. They're just going to sit on it here with 43 seconds to go. 114 to 75. 13 on the shot clock.